Whoa, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it's 3:30. I waited to record today until someone could tell me the audio sounded good from yesterday. We're good, I think. Yeah, I think. Feeling pretty good. It feels a little quiet to me now, but you know what? I'm not going to touch it. Until someone tells me otherwise, I'm leaving the audio as it is. It feels quiet to me, which probably means it's okay. You know what I could do? I could turn it down in OBS. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Man, I was just thinking to myself, wouldn't it be terrible to play Exile Stygian and Exile Hellhorn today? I was just thinking that. We're on a string of bad runs. Well, I believe I can do this, so I shall. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Exile Stygian, Exile Hellhorn. Rage, Curse, Chased, Ice Tornado, Fortify, Frenzied Swarm. I believe I can, so I will. I'm sure I can. I will go Hammered Chest Plates and we will look for Frostbite. I think Titan Channel is also good, but we have an armor setup from Hellhorn here. This can be okay for Cold Channel. Gurg's Goad, that's pretty good too. Okay, it's not a bad starter by any means. With Ice Tornado, with a strong Soul Guard, I think I can get away with this. I will Soul Guard here. I'm going to use the Queen's Implings to farm a little bit of damage here. And we will see where we end up. I will Fortify. I can play Foregone Power. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Oh, that's bad because I missed the Ice Tornado. It's okay, I don't mind it. I missed the Ice Tornado here, but I'm not really going to kill this enemy anyway. I was going to get hit for the same amount, I believe. If I won, stop. And we play these two. And we don't. I need to play Ice Tornado to hopefully save 5 damage. If it misses, it won't kill me. It would just be a shame. There you go. Great job, Ice Tornado. I never in my life have I been upset with Ice Tornado. It always does great work for me. Isn't that right? Ah, Foregone Power. Ah, Foregone Power. I think that it is better to not play Train Steward because I might draw Ice Tornado. Do I play Ice Tornado here? No. I play Foregone Power and we hope that it doesn't discard. Everything is fine here. Yeah. And then I play Frenzied Swarm. Cool. This fight felt fun. I liked this one. It felt like a puzzle. I had to parse very quickly. This is the greatest time to play Crypt Builder. It's an okay time to play Welder Helper. Well, Alpha Fiend. Today of all days. I have multi-strike. Just baseline. I think it's right to grab him. I think with Gurg's Goad, Alpha Fiend inherently becomes a little stronger. Multi-strike here as well. A Steel Worker? Okay. We have 1030 versus 1020. Okay, so we're gonna do Steelworker onto Alpha Fiend. We're gonna go multi-strike, so he's 10 times 3. I'm gonna go Incan Armor 2, so he gets a little bit of scaling. We'll walk into this temple. We're going Steelworker into the Fiend. It's better this way because Alpha Fiend has 10 more base HP. And it's just the effect you're passing on. So now in this run, I am playing... I'm gonna play for removals as fast as I can. Soul Guard is going to operate as our backline killer, and he will contribute to killing the front line as well. I think this run, the best thing I can see here is Fledgling Imp, I believe. After Fledgling Imp, well, we'll see what we'll cross that bridge. If there is no Fledgling Imp, I will type up my manifesto about this game shortly after. Let me get a little more Frostbite. Foregone Power, I don't know what I expect, but every single time is a little bit silly, don't you think? Don't you think it's a little silly, Foregone Power? We all a little bit above this. No, of course not. Offering token's good. Free incant. Definitely we take Fortify here. I have no money whatsoever. I could have taken the trial, I bet, but it was safer this way. So, I don't need anything from the Stygian banner. I will go left with the Pyre Remains. Damn, I could have had Alpha Fiend Dante. Sorry, Dante, no way. If I had waited slightly. With a quick? Well, it doesn't work like that, but you get the idea. I'm gonna drop 60 to cut a Train Steward now. We'll just carry on. I could have checked this temple, but I would not take anything from it here. Would I? Maybe I would take something. I'm doubtful though. Wow, Foregone Power. We won the coin flip. Kalos is going to take an extremely large amount of Frostbite on the following turn. She has to go top floor here. Which means she's about to get slaughtered. I can't believe I'm saying this to you. That was the best possible outcome for Ice Tornado. By far. Ice Tornado just 3-hit the boss, and it was the optimal outcome. That's I don't have words for that. That's uncanny. That is something else. How about it? I will not recover. I need to thin this wave out a little bit. Maybe I just end my turn. I'll play Ice Tornado on it next turn. There's no Talos coming up. I can't believe that. Man. You know what, Ice Tornado? Great job, buddy. You are not a sentient being. You cannot experience feeling or thought. You are a card in a video game. And despite that, I am proud of you. Fuck you, Foregone Power. I hate you, Foregone Power. You and I are not friends. Alright, Foregone Power. It's too late for you to re-win me over. You're dead to me. Ice Tornado, though? Ice Tornado, though. What was that? That was a 1 in 4. That was like a 1 in 64, right? 1 in 4, 1 in 4, 1 in 4. Yeah, 1 in 64. Not that outlandish. It's funny because I've been thinking about Slice and Dice odds a lot in recent days because I've been playing a lot of that game, as you can probably guess. I'll go space first here. And I've been doing a lot more of my learning of Slice and Dice through the lens of, if I want to win 90 games out of 100, what do I need to be doing in these situations? And a lot of times the answer is I need to be going for things that are more consistent. So now, even though sometimes I'll play it up a little bit, I'll roll like I did there, and I'll win or lose this 1 in 64, and I'll go, yeah, that seems right. I don't want any of this. I'm going to duplicate ally. Like, eventually, I've played 600-700. I am the person who is, like, over a long period of time going to see these crazy things happen. It has been a long period of time. My wonder and bewilderment at crazy RNG situations is gone, and it is replaced with acceptance that at some point in my life, I will play Ice Storm and it will 5-hit the Divinity and I will lose a run if I'm planning on that not happening. It's a solemn burden, but it's one that I carry. I walk this path. I know who I am. Anyway, it's just interesting because learning Slice and Dice, I have noticed I'm talking about things and people will say, oh, but like, hey, a perfect example actually happened to me just today. I was talking about, and sorry if you don't play Slice and Dice, but this is a Slice and Dice based anecdote for you. I was watching a Slice and Dice streamer and Cranberry was there, and he asked me my opinion on the red tier 3 heroes. And I said, basically I said, I think Witch is good if you don't care about mana gain, and I think that Wraith is good if you do. Like, Wraith is the better for mana gain, Witch is the better if you don't care about mana gain. And Cranberry said, hey, but what about the fact that Witch has one 3-mana side? And he's right. Witch does have a single 3-mana side. I don't think about it in terms of Witch being good for mana gain, because eventually, if you're relying on that, if you're taking Witch and you're thinking, you need Witch... By the way, Ice Tornado 3 hit a front enemy there. Crazy. How can you believe that? What a wild outcome. Anyway, to wrap this story up, I said, yeah, but eventually it only takes one set of 2 bad rolls for Witch to leave you high and dry in your run-ins. I think it's interesting to see my own opinion shift over time, as especially with Slice and Dice, basically reteaching me video games these days. Fish Scholar is strange. I don't really need it, but it's also not bad. It gives me another cast of a 25 armor card, which is good for Soul Guard. I'm going to prioritize. I want to play this one a little differently. I'm going to focus entirely on going to every single unstable vortex. I want to see how big of a difference it feels like it makes. Lightstone Casing and Fuse Mallet, Tethys' Scales. These are all bad. I'll take Tethys' Scales because it has a chance to be playable. But yeah, RNG. I also, as someone who as someone who is trying to move on from being angry at the video games for content, because I don't really like it anymore. It was kind of fun every now and then, but I feel like it wears thin. And I'm not going to take this trial. I will die. I'm working on coming to terms with the fact that sometimes you miss in these video games, because it happens if you play long enough. And I am planning on playing a lot of these games for a long time. Queen Zimpling does an important job here. I don't care about the armor it's going to feed. It's fun to think about how content changes my opinion on many games and how they are played. I roll for it. Although, no, I hold Ice Tornado actually. I'm going to Ice Tornado this wave. I'm going to get hit here for a lot, I expect. Well, we missed there. It's a shame. It could have worked out. I could have played Foregone Power first. The problem with that is that Foregone Power first can discard the Offering token and then I miss the Crypt Builder. And if I miss the Crypt Builder there, it is very bad. I'm relying a lot on Ice Tornado right now, so I'm going to continue to do so. Because I'm going to take a few hits here and there. Frostbite, Soul Guard, he'll mitigate it, but he won't stop it completely. 50 times 3. This is better. This will kill everything. Yeah, wait, what? Oh, I dazed. I was dazed. So the Frostbite didn't go through. Right. That's correct, okay. Oh, true. That's my fault. I think I think that is a mistake, but it's a mistake that doesn't cost me as much as it may seem. Because the difference is 9 versus 6. I only take 3 more damage for that. My rough assessment then is that I could not pass that turn without getting hit. Name Tome always good. I don't want to take more imps. I'm gonna take a water break. You should do so as well. Alright. I have rehydrated. Thank you for your patience. So in a ring like this, I am going to not go to a removal because there is not one. I will go instead to the Concealed Caverns. A 1 size here wins the game. +1 size is interesting. +3 size could let me play 2 Steelworker Alpha Fiends. I think I go +1 size. And we call that fine. Need to take a moment here and look ahead. You know what? I could have screwed myself here. I could have looked ahead sooner. That's alright. I'm gonna grab a second offering token. And let's go see Cursefell. I think this fight shouldn't be too bad. I have high expectations, I suppose. It's a bottom floor play. Oh, foregone power. Oh, foregone power. Isn't it? Isn't it so fun? We're gonna camp these imps here and let them soak up all this armor. It's good for the frostbite scaling. You're gonna hit me for 1, such is life. Hey, there you go, foregone power. Second try. Armor output on the Soul Guard is actually plenty. It has been surprisingly good. My Alpha Fiend, on the other hand, he's struggling. He's there now, 70 times 3, but he is not really... It's an uphill battle for the boy. I'll say that. I don't have any other damage scaling for him. Something like Dark Deal in this run would go over well. I would really like to not take 12 here. Sadly, I believe I do not have a choice. I don't want to let this damage go through. I'm gonna go Frenzied Swarm here. I want Soul Guard to put Frostbite out. Yeah, we're getting weakened down here. Slowly but surely, we're dying. I think it's interesting. Maybe Soul Guard has this in the end game? I wonder. It's a lot of Frostbite he applies, but it's not actually that much. And we're not taking that much either. Go Ancient Synergy. I need some -1s now. We're gonna go card draw for sure. And... no removals line up with a magic shop, which is gross. I will go here for the health and the event. I don't think I'm taking Penitent Remains. Calcified Ember is okay. It gives me a way to sneak through the next fight. I think that's okay. Permafrost, I need -1, so first things first. I have 80, so I have to take 25 and I'm over here. Spell Chain, Fortify, fine. Intrinsic. It's all pretty much fine. Nothing really that good here. I was hoping for +10 piercing or value stone. Here, we'll make Owlet free on turn 1. Need to make some of these cards cheaper though, for sure. Ancient Synergy gets a -1. Is it holdover? Am I ever taking holdover here? Or what? Offering token? It's alright, it gives me an incant every round. Okay. I will call that good. Hopefully the next ring shows me something spectacular. It's a little risky to take this trial. I'm banking on Ember Stasis kind of carrying me here. Oh, if I play Queen's Inkling first, I can dodge Ember Drain. That's solid. Because then I have the energy to play a Calcified Ember. Eventually. I'm gonna go gamble for money. Nice job, Ice Tornado. Orgon Power. We are mortal enemies. I'm going to dodge this Ember Drain here. For sure. We're just building up a little bit. I don't want to get stopped in my tracks here. $120. This might be the right play. 156. I think here. And here. That looks fine to me. As long as Alpha Fiend is getting all 3 of his hits in and eating his vegetables every day, he shouldn't have too much trouble scaling up. Sadly, if I play this Welder Helper, it will Ember Drain me and I will take no turn next turn, so I need to pass. I am still quite appalled here. I'm gonna throw Impish Scholar in front. This is a bad hit. I was hoping for the free alloy, but I have another alloy in the tank. Right here. 46, 46. You're trampling me. This is pretty rough, actually. I'm not sure I'm going to survive this. I don't really have a strong feeling on how I get through this. Oh, apparently I just win. My baseline instinct was I was dying here. I guess he hits twice, and then Alpha Fiend does, what, 1? I'm surprised. I'm holding this Calcified Ember. Fiend does just barely enough, I guess. Oh, right on. I was incorrect to be concerned. I'm gonna keep picking up cards that synergize with discard. All the offerings are good. Oh, 8 tiresome climb here. I think it's the right idea. But I want to go removal, but it just feels too good to pick up higher HP here. Armor 5 is cool. Railhammer? Hell yeah. I think I just pick up Precious Plating Firewall here, actually. This should make my run nearly unlosable. Nearly. Is that Remove Consume? That is Remove Consume. And we roll. -1 here, and I think it's okay. 105. Picking up both Precious Plating Firewall. One of the adaptations I've made in this run compared to other runs is I just took as much survival for the fire as I could. Something I often shy away from. But I think it's a good way to get around the baseline issue of Frostbite does a lot of damage and then I die because I run out of higher HP. Also now I have crazy armor output for Frostbite Soulguard. He has a great chance of keeping me through this run. Keeping me alive through some... He has a great chance of keeping me through this run. Can you say that? Is that a logical sentence? It doesn't sound wrong, but it feels wrong. I'll take the one hit. It bounces off the pyre. It's important. I could have obviously ascended him. I think I would have gotten hit anyway, actually. Important for Alpha Fiend to get his hits in, though. Let's silence him now. I'll be taking a turn off a little bit down the line, but silencing now lets me keep building up my Soul Guard. Also, maybe I don't get hit here because I can pull Calcified Ember next turn with a Crypt Builder, perhaps? Wouldn't that be cool? Holding Ice Tornado is fine. Armor, armor. I go... If I double Queen's Impling, I get Ember Drained here. Because they have, yeah, so much HP. What the hell? They have a base HP of 15? My initial assessment was wrong. I thought I counted it right the first time. I was wrong. They have way too much HP. There we go. Ember. And Builder. Easy kill. And then I only have one more Pyre Wings to deal with. Seraph has... is that it's 130, so he's going into Relentless at 68 Frostbite. A shame he didn't go to middle floor. I could have actually just set this up to be over. It's already probably over. Look at Soul Guard's HP, but it could have been a little better. Huh. 168, huh? That's my fault. Didn't see that one coming, did I? It's a lot of room for you to kill one enemy and suddenly have your... or have the rest of them not die. It's a little unfortunate. But that's how Soul Guard is. Is he doing 69.9? He doesn't have to put a whole lot of actual threat out to win me this run, because I have 300 armor Alpha Fiend back there. He's getting Incan armor 7 and AoE armor 9. It doesn't take long. He's the perfect candidate here. Yeah, you put up 581, 752 Frostbite all of a sudden. It doesn't look too bad, does it? The question is, does my armor output keep up with the Divinity? And do I have enough HP to just tank the mini-bosses? Let's see. So one thing I can consider here is playing middle floor. I actually kind of like it. It gives the Frostbite an extra turn to tick. I think that that's good. We'll see if it ends up being a real nightmare. I think it should be the right idea. It also gives me an extra hit out of the Divinity for the purposes of applying Frostbite. I'm gonna just take this off the floor. Take it out back, you know? Because then I don't have to take the saving 30 damage. I don't have to take 30 there. It is pretty good. Play Welder Helper. I should not give these guys damage shield, but I should also not give these guys armor. So I guess I'm skipping the imps here. Okay. This is the moment of truth. How do we do on the next two waves? That'll be the make or break difference. This is a pretty good silence. Great job, Ice Tornado. And then that guy's dead to the Frostbite. How much is it? 131? Okay. And my man is pumping out a lot of Frostbite now. And with the extra time to let it tick, it's looking pretty solid. Importantly, we get to drop Impish Scholar and pick up another alloy. I should have maybe held off. I should have maybe held off on playing the unnamed. Oh, I'm sorry. Lost the thought halfway through. You're gonna hit me once or twice. As long as if Soulguard hits this wave, I should win the fight. That's our primary concern here. As long as Soulguard can frostbite up one or two more waves. Which may actually not happen. We're going down to 28. I'd like him to hit the mini-boss as well. Alpha Fiend is getting there, though. I think it's time for Soulguard to die. I think it's about time. I don't believe I can do anything here. I can play Ice Tornado, and maybe it kills the Wing Conduit. Even still, though, Wilt Wings is so much damage coming through. Wow. What the? Ice Tornado! That's crazy! He still dies, but that's unbelievable, Ice Tornado. What a world. Ice Tornado said, "Alright, boss." And you know what, Ice Tornado? I appreciate that. It's entirely unnecessary given the circumstances which we find ourselves in, but you know what, Ice Tornado? I respect that. That's the Sigma male grind set out of Ice Tornado I expect to see these days. Ice Tornado's working its way back into my good graces with these rolls. I can't hate. I'm pretty sure Alpha Fiend with 300 armor should solo, but let's give him a little bit of help on the way. Ice Tornado, oh my god. It's doing it. Ice Tornado. Tornado said, "Sorry boss, let me make it up to you for that run a few days ago." Thank you, Ice Tornado, very cool. And there you go. Surprisingly close, actually, but it is 14 times 2, so I guess it's not that surprising, is it? I always feel like I'm a little bit... I feel like the Divinity kind of robs you a little bit. Because I had all this strong Frostbite setup and the Divinity just takes it away from me. I had... similarly, I think Stygian just kind of is robbed by this boss. Because you can't do cool Frostbite setups, you can't do like a spell weakness to kill the boss plan. I think that the Divinity is an imperfect boss, but it is a good final boss nonetheless. It's fun and it makes you play the game a specific way. It adds a lot of challenge that I think the base game was missing. But sometimes it sucks because I would like to do some more out there stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.